Hey guys, welcome to Blazing Guitars, where we talk about worship, gear, music, guitar, and everything in between. My name is Blaise Nelson, and today I wanted to take a quick look at the Galaxy Audio AS-900. Before we jump into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns, please leave a comment below and I will get back to you. So let's jump into this. I was in the market for an in-ear monitor system for a long time. I personally at church use the Strymon Iridium. I know a lot of church guys use the Helix or the Kemper, and the problem with all those is that they don't produce any of their own noise. So the traditional way would be that you have an amp on stage that's loud and cranking and pushing out to the audience, and then you run a mic in front of the amp. So what you're hearing on stage is just your amp, and you don't even need a monitor in a lot of cases. But that doesn't work in a really small church, especially our room is really shallow, so if I had a loud amp in there, it would just be blowing everybody's heads off. So we were kind of stuck with just using the wedges, and what would happen is I would be playing this intricate guitar part, and if you've ever been in this spot, if you're turned down too low, you kind of miss and lose a little bit of your touch because you can't hear yourself well. So I would ask to be turned up in my monitors, but as I said, we were in a really shallow room, so the monitors would quickly overrun the mains, and then we would just be lost, and all anybody could hear was my monitor. So I was in the market for an in-ear monitor system, and if you've ever looked for in-ear monitor systems, they are really expensive. And I kind of gave up. Our church was really small, we don't have a lot of finances, I didn't have enough money to throw at it myself, until I heard I was talking to a friend about it, and he said to check out Galaxy Audio because they make really good in-ear monitors that are pretty cheap. So I looked and found this one, and this, at the time, I got it in a bundle, was $200, and I was like, man, that's awesome. If this can do what I want it to do, this will solve a lot of problems. So I picked it up, and it does everything that I want it to do. And so I thought it'd be cool to just do a little review on it. I'm not going to do a demo. I thought about different ways that I could plug it into my computer and record the sound, but by the time I add other interfaces or an interface and jacks and different stuff to get the sound out of here, I figured it'd probably mess with the sound too much to be true to form. So I'm just going to do a review. So what this is it's a little in-ear monitor system. You can set it up as a rack. If you have two of them, they come with little brackets that you can, in one unit have two, which is pretty cool. I was going to take this off for the review, but these screws I feel like are kind of prone to get stripped, though they actually look pretty good. I don't think I've stripped them yet. So I decided not to do that and just roll with what we have. On the front, this has a readout on the gain that you're hearing, so it'll show if it's clipping. You can run headphones straight into it, and then this would control the headphones. And then on the back, you have two XLR TRS inputs, combination inputs. So you can run this thing stereo or mono. I always run mono. And then this is AF level, which I think would be audio frequency level, but it functions as a gain. So I'm gonna call it a gain. So that's what you got going on here. And then of course the jack and the antenna. And then it comes with a little body pack, which is pretty sweet. The body pack is just one unit, or one knob that turns it on, and then the volume as you go up. And it has a headphones jack, and then this is run by two AA batteries. And this thing can take quite a beating. I've dropped it a number of times. It's kind of come apart a little bit on some. As I said, I've had it for 2 years, so it takes a little bit of a beating, but it's still hanging in there. I was really worried initially about this antenna, and I'm still kind of careful about it, but it's held up really well over the time, and it works really well. And then the pack also comes with these EB4 monitor headphones, which I really dig. When I play with this on stage, I only have one in so that I can hear our drummer and the congregation and just get the audience feedback. And then they come with this nifty little pouch that you can store the headphones in. So that's kind of the gist of this unit. It accomplished everything that I wanted to. I don't run it through any amps, so either I'll run it straight from the mixer or straight from the snake, but I don't have any amps between this and the snake, or else it's just blowing out, and it's just not necessary. This has a range of 150 feet. I recently bought a rack mount to hold this, but it's really deep. It's like the bigger version of it, which was an accident. So it can still, the signal still comes out, but if it's over by the soundboard versus up on the stage, I can get a lot of kind of audio frequency noise and interference. So keep that in mind. If you want to run it at greater distances, you really need to have a good clean line of sight from the antenna to where you're standing. And then, yeah, it's worked really well for me. I roll in, plug it in, and it does what it needs to do. And we have an acoustic drum set. I can easily hear myself over the acoustic drum set. We have other stage monitors on stage, and I can easily hear myself over these. So it works well. If I had to buy it again, I absolutely would, with no questions. They sell, I think it's $800 for one of these that has 4 body packs and 4 channels. So if you're looking to do a whole band, that might even be cheaper than a lot of the options out there. I've thought about getting another one for my wife for her monitor, so that's still on the table. If I was to do that, I'd probably get the AS-900 because that has channel selection and is as expensive as this is right now. So I just looked at this today. I can't find it on Sweetwater anymore, but Adorama has it for $215. So if you're looking for a really cheap in-ear monitor, this is a great place to look. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching. We'll be here next week, and have a great week. Thanks.